All right, Cholo Trucker here, Los Tres Chingones Boxing, Cule to all the Chingones y Chingonas. All right, so we had Canelo versus John Ryder over the weekend. It's Canelo's comeback fight after a hand injury, after hand surgery. And look, he's getting a lot of criticism. And I'm not talking about fanboys or anything like that. He's getting some criticism. Uh, People expected him to stop John Ryder. And look, I'm going to be honest. I predicted he was going to stop him as well. John Ryder is one tough dude, though. I'll give him that, man. There was multiple times that he was wobbly and he still engaged. So I definitely got to give it to John Ryder. Not only that, I want to see John Ryder get in there with the likes of somebody like a Benavides or a Boo Boo Andre or David Morrell. See how they do against John Ryder, man. I think it'd be some pretty good fights. I even like to see him versus Caleb Plant. See what happens there, man. Um, Canelo Alvarez basically dominated the whole fight. Now, people are saying they knocked him down twice, but the second one was not ruled a knockdown. So, um, Canelo dominated the whole fight. Maybe you give John Ryder 2 rounds, maybe three, but he dominated the whole fight. Now, the thing is, the criticism that I have for Canelo on this fight is not the fact they didn't stop him or anything of that nature. But if you're targeting Dimitri Bivol, there was nothing in this fight that showed me that I was able to see where I'm like, okay, you know what? I think you can actually beat Dimitri Bivol. Now, I do completely understand that you're fighting John Ryder. So the way you fight John Ryder is probably not the same way you're going to go in there and fight Dimitri Bivol. Different styles, different fighters. I completely understand that. But there was no performance here, nothing to make me believe that Canelo can actually defeat Dimitri Bivol. Canelo seemed like he was kind of a one-trick pony here, doubling up on the jab and then throwing the looping right hand. Like I said, it was working. So, and his defense just did not look crisp. Now, again, you're fighting John Ryder. You're not fighting Dimitri Bivol. So I completely understand that. And it could be that John Ryder's punches just weren't affecting Canelo. That could be it. Canelo could probably be thinking like, hey, you know what? Your punches, homie, they ain't doing anything. So why am I going to stress myself out on some defense if I could just take your punches, chew them up, and spit them out? That's it, because you're not hurting me at all. Now, John Ryder came out afterwards and criticized Canelo, saying, well, he's on a decline because he should have stopped me. Well, listen, John Ryder, he's quite the warrior. And not only that, in that post-fight conference, he looked like a clown, literally like a clown. His nose looked like a big, red, crusty the clown nose. And his eyebrows were coming down. I mean, his mascara definitely looked like a straight up clown, man. Um, I don't really have much criticism for Canelo. He dominated the fight. Yes, I expect him to stop him, but that's all good, man. He dominated John Ryder. The only criticism, like I said, is there was nothing there that I can see where I'm like, okay, I think now he can truly defeat Dimitri Bivol. That being said, he's probably going to fight Dimitri Bivol a little differently than opposed to a John Ryder. But hey, look, man, it was a dominating performance. A little bit of a frustrating fight here and there because I thought Canelo did have some good chances to finish him, and he never really pulled the trigger on that. But hey, nonetheless, there you guys go. Roberto Diaz was interviewed, and he said Canelo should probably take a year or two off to let his body rest. At 32 years old, going on 33, I think it might be a little too late for Canelo to take a year or two off to let his body rest. He could definitely take some months off if he wants to take, if he doesn't want to fight till December, but he's got to stay out of the gym, out of the boxing gym, take some time off, let his body rest a little bit. Because then he'd be coming back at what, 34, 35 years old, depending on what he wants to do with his career. He's already set his legacy. He is already a Hall of Famer. So that's the thing. How much more does he really want to do? Not how much more does he need to do, because he's already proven himself. he's already a legendary fighter. He's already a Hall of Famer, hands down. But it's what does Canelo want to achieve more in his career? What more does he want to do? So that's something to consider on taking some time off. How much more? What is it that he wants to achieve in his career? Looks like he's going to be targeting Dimitri Bivol. This fight didn't really show me that he's ready for Bivol, but again, it's a different style, so I understand that. You guys let me know. Is Canelo on a decline? Because that is what the question is out there. Is he on a decline? Do you think after this performance, do you think he's not ready for a Dimitri Bivol? Do you believe he can actually beat Dimitri Bivol after seeing this performance, man? Solo Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. I'll catch you guys on next one.